Last time we poked the ice pick through your arm, we hit a nerve, right? We had to back it out and do it again.
Oh, yeah,
And
it
it
was
was
not
bleeding
good.
internally.
Yeah, and it bubbled up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not good.
yeah. I was not. That's not what I wanted to happen.
Yeah.
I was traumatized afterwards. I was like, oh, I'm fucked.
You just pick. So is that just a luck thing? Like you miss, or you just don't know exactly where to push it through?
No, what happened was normally I think I go in from this side and out, but because you were sitting here and I wanted you to push it, I think we went in the opposite direction.
Oh.
And I think that's what went wrong.
Oh, so you know where to do it normally?
No, there's a lot of space to do it. So there's like, but from the other side, I don't really know. And for some reason, I thought it would be okay.
Jesus. Well, how long did that one take to heal up from?
I mean, that was fine because it was just the arm. It wasn't like it wasn't nerve or anything. Yeah.
It seemed like you were hitting nerve, though.
Well, we stopped and we started again, didn't we? Did we start and stop again?
Yeah, we stopped and we found a new hole. And we tried again. Yeah, but it was bleeding internally, ballooning up, and we had to stop the show. And you had to get. Luckily, we had an EMT here.
Yeah, but he said it was fine.
Yeah,
and it was.
But he was a little bit like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
After I was like, my career is over. I just did the most disgusting things. Nothing worked. It was horrible.
There it is. Yeah. So
yeah,
exactly. I went
You're going through the
way.
That's right. That's what went wrong. Yep.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yep. And I always go in the other direction.
What is the difference though? If it's the same spot?
I don't know. Maybe.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's probably how to do it yourself.
Well, no,
right?
but I let the audience do it when they come on stage. I let them pick a spot. Yeah, I mean, I make sure it's above the break. I make sure it's not in a dangerous place. But yeah,
yeah. How many times have you stuck an ice pick through your arm?
Oh my, so many, and
100?
through the hand, way more. Thousands.
Thousands?
Yes, and through both hands. I had to stop with my hand because I was getting the scar tissue, and it was becoming really hard to push the ice.
Oh.
But I did CT scans. I looked at the hand. I studied where all the blood vessels are. So I thought about it for a long time before I started doing it, and then I did it with like acupuncture needle. But this is something nobody should do. No magician, nobody, because it's just real. It's just not good when things go wrong.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's a real problem. How do you decide what you're going to do with these kind of things? What makes you comfortable? I think I'm going to stick an ice pick through my hand.
I think that started early on. There was a magician named Harry Anderson that used to do needle through arm, and it was like a fake arm thing, stuck it together, and it looks like it's going through. And I was like that, and I think I was like that could probably really be done. So I think it began with that, and then I heard about a kid that can take a bicycle spoke and put it through, and then I started thinking, well, if you could do that as a trick but have no blood, then it's kind of amazing. And what I didn't realize was basically your blood, it coagulates so based on time. So if you push this through, again, I don't want to give anybody lessons on this stuff is not good to do at all. But with time, I think when you pull it out, you just don't bleed unless you go through the wrong side and hit something. But
yeah.
But I like those things that just seem impossible, but there's an actual science to it.
Who was the guy who would take thin swords and shove them through his lungs?
Yeah, Mirandayo. I have not done that, and I'm never going to do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
he died doing that, didn't he?
No. So what happened? Well, normally he would have a rapier pushed through by a doctor, and he would jog with these rapiers through his body, through his lungs, right through the middle. And I think what happened was he became very overconfident and thought he could do anything, and he swallowed a needle, like an ice pick size needle. He swallowed it and thought he was going to push it through, and when he went to sleep it was still inside of him, and it ruptured his heart, and then he bled out and died.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think he started to get so cocky with what his body could do. Yeah.
So this is the guy.
Yeah.
Now, how does one do that? I mean, if he's got
They said he had
rape-
tuberculosis, and so the way his body recovered it, it doesn't. Nobody really knows, but I know scientists and doctors. They all thought it wasn't real. They thought it was a trick. So it took forever for them to even think it was
it goes
real.
sideways. Oh, that's right. I forgot this one. So he's going through his fucking
Yeah,
intestines.
he was the human pincushion.
And that's a doctor? Boy, that doctor. What about do no harm, fella? That is so insane. So he's got
I mean, it's insane
bandages
that
over
he
his
could
forearms.
control.
So did he go through his arms as well? Is that why his bandages?
I don't know, but it's insane that he could control it because obviously when people get stabbed,
And now he's
they
going to do an X-ray. Is that what he's doing?
And look at the holes in his
He's got
back.
holes all through him. Oh God, dude!
Yeah, it's crazy.
That guy's got so many holes in him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The doctors have to examine. Yes, it's a
And
regular
that's a
sword.
thick rapier, by the way.
Yeah, and then they eat.
And like the water comes out.
Oh God! Yeah, don't do that one.
Mm-mm. Never.
Yeah, there's real danger in a lot of the shit you do.
Well, but I don't just go randomly do things. I start carefully, methodically, slow. I have not magicians surrounding me. I have doctors and I have, people that are the best in the world that do these things. And there's a slow learning curve. You just never see it. So, but that one to me, I was like, no, it's not worth the risk.
Has anybody else done that other than that guy?
I don't think so. Not intentionally.
Stick to cards, bro. Cards are amazing. Why fuck around with other
Cards
things?
are amazing.
They're amazing.
They are amazing.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Skills.
Yeah.
What's the dexterity, the fine motor skills of your fingers? It's so impressive. But it makes sense. Like, my left hand is so dumb in comparison to my right hand. Like, if I try to write things with my right hand or try to tie my shoes left-handed, actually tie your shoes with both fingers. But doing things,
one hand is better. Yeah.
Doing things is difficult. Like with your left hand, your brain somehow or another doesn't have a really good relationship with your left hand.
Yeah, but as a magician, you change that because you have to work with both
Right.
hands equally. So you definitely rewire the way your fingers move and the way your pinky moves, and you learn to do movements that are not natural.